Let's now take you to Gqeberha to see if Spaza shop owners were being assisted there and they were able to meet the 5 p.m. deadline. SABC News reporter Lerato Fekisi joins us live now. Lerato, of course, calls in some provinces for an extension. In Gqeberha as well, it doesn't seem like it's any different. Has the extension been granted?
And the extension hasn't been granted, but Bongiwa, I think Spaza shop owners here in Gqeberha share the same sentiments as Spaza shop owners throughout the country, asking for extension as long as 6 months, even some saying a year. We started off our morning by going to a municipal building here in Gqeberha where we saw about 8 foreign national Spaza owners standing outside waiting to be registered. What was really alarming and disappointing was to hear them being turned away, some of them arriving as early as 7 a.m. But when we arrived there at about 9:30, they were told to leave because the electricity in that specific building was not working, and the worker who was designated to sort out registration had actually left. So they were told to take their papers, go, leave, and then try and come back next week with the hope of being assisted. So there was a handful of people who had come, their papers ready, but were turned away because the municipal building had no electricity, and the worker assigned to help them also had left as soon as the electricity went down. Then we also went to a township called Wells Estate in Motherwell, where we got to speak to a Spaza shop owner who also was just saying that they are asking an extension. And I asked them, when you are speaking of an extension, what is it that you want an extension of? Where are the glitches? Where are the challenges that you are facing as Spaza shop owners? And he highlighted the issue of zoning, saying that when he went to the municipality to register, they notified him that his specific Spaza shop does not appear on the Land Planning Act of Gqeberha, and therefore they asked him to actually take down that specific Spaza shop, and he said it's going to be impossible because it's so big. Obviously, as a shop, then to take it down is not going to assist him at all as someone who's trying to generate a business. And then also, like Asina said, the same thing here in Gqeberha, where people are speaking of issues of title deeds, that most of these Spaza shop owners are occupying within someone else's property. So to try and get a title deed from the owner is also a lengthy process, because sometimes, like Asina said, the person has deceased, or sometimes they're not the proper owners, or going to Home Affairs or Home Department to try and get the title deed is also becoming quite a mission. Then we went to another Spaza shop within a suburban area, and they were also saying that in terms of getting what they're calling is a registration certificate, that has been quite hard. Also saying that most of them have done everything else, but in terms of getting a health certificate, that has been a challenge. So it seems that the extension is something that everyone in terms of Spaza shop is calling for, saying that perhaps what should have been done, another owner saying what should have been done is that the issue of health and safety and the issue of fire extinguishers as certificate should have been made within 21 days, because that seems to be easy to get. But then when it gets to the zoning process, when it gets to the issues of having a title deed, that perhaps should have been extended to about 6 to 12 months, because to get documentation, that is not easy. So definitely also in Gqeberha, Spaza owners appealing to national government, some going as far as saying they're appealing to the president to please extend the time, that they want to do things legally, they want to do things right. They understand the importance of being regulated as Spaza shop, but just 21 days and even the extension granted after that is just not enough, Bongiwe.
Lerato, do we have an idea of how many, or even if there were some of those who were able to make use of the process and to be able to be assisted? How do they say that for them, the process was able to unfold? Was it easy? Were they able to complete it in record time?
Yes, when we went to the Spaza shop there in Fairview, one of the owners there was saying that it was really quite an easy process for him. Nothing was hard. The only challenge that is becoming a problem, or is a problem, is the issue of zoning. We also do understand that in Wells Estate, the ward councillor there actually was the one that was hands-on in terms of bringing papers to his Spaza shop owner. So we're in areas, what I've seen is that in areas where councillors themselves have been on the forefront in making sure that Spaza shops, they comply to health standards, where there's taking papers to them and then assisting them again to go to the municipality and make sure that everything is run correctly, it has gone smoothly. But in areas where councillors have not been as hands-on in being active and showing them how the process takes place, the importance, what documentations they need, assisting them on a daily basis, it has been slow.
All right, Lerato, thank you so much for that update there, and we'll also touch on some of these very issues when we discuss this issue in greater detail in our panel discussion.